Hello and welcome, everyone. This is the best day of the year for Georgia Farmcraft. My name is Claire LeBeau. I am Chief Advancement Officer at NASEF, the Network of Academic and Scholastic Esports Federations. And we are here with the awards show for Georgia Farmcraft 2025. So, Laura, you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, thanks, Claire. We are so excited to be here today. This is one of our favorite days of the year to announce the winners of Georgia NASEF Farmcraft. This is our second year running this competition, and this year we were overwhelmed by the number of participants. We had over 3,300 students who participated in Georgia Farmcraft this year, and so we've judged it 2 rounds of judging, and now we're here to announce the top winners. And we have winners in junior division and senior division. And just know that you guys that made it, you are out of over 3,000 students that participated in Georgia alone. And we're just really thrilled with the participation this year. And very grateful to our partners who've come along on this journey with us. Matt Hastad is with Georgia Forestry Foundation. He's their Senior Vice President of Georgia Forestry Foundation. Welcome, Matt. Matt helped us orchestrate and build the challenge number 3, which is all about Georgia forestry. And so he'll be chiming in later to help introduce that challenge number 3. A lot of you submitted for that one, and then we'll announce the winners for that one. And then also we have here Dr. Carrie Settles-Livers. She is the Ag STEM teacher at Brookwood High School, and she is an avid Farmcraft participant with her students, and she also has an amazing agriculture program there at Brookwood with all kind of cool hydroponics labs and all kind of cool stuff going on there. And Carrie helped us write the challenges this season and build out some really amazing lesson plans to help support our educators as they were implementing Farmcraft in their classrooms. So welcome to our guests. Welcome, students. We had students from all over Georgia, all the way up in Blue Ridge and all the way over in Columbus and in Middle Georgia, some participants in South Georgia, as well as the metro area. So it was really nice to see our statewide participation in the competition. So I'll quit talking, except I do want to quickly say that I'm the Vice President of Education with Georgia Public Broadcasting. We oversee this competition along with Claire and NASEF, with support from our partners like Georgia Forestry Foundation. And GPB is your statewide public media station. We have, covered the state with our television and radio, as well as a lot of educational content that we produce at absolutely no cost for classrooms. And this competition is just one way that we are helping support teachers and students statewide with standards aligned content for classrooms and bringing gaming into classrooms, because we know of all of the wonderful instructional and social benefits of esports and academic gaming. I don't know, Claire, if you want to share a little bit about your world. I'm not in the world. Claire has let me be an honorary member of the esports world, and I have just fallen in love with the camaraderie that we see with gaming and esports. So Claire, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Sure. NASEF, Network of Academic and Scholastic Esports Federations. And I said that again to emphasize academic and scholastic. And we have, honestly, it is so much fun to blend play and learning the way that we do, because we are able to draw students in. Kids love video games. They love esports. And so if you can teach them in that area that they are so interested in, it makes the lessons really hit home. And I think you'll see that later when we watch these videos that the students submitted and you look at what they built in Minecraft and how excited they were about it. So that is what we do. Sometimes we do it with what's called game-based learning, which is using a tool like Minecraft to help explain what they learned, to share the principles that they learned. So first, Carrie developed these amazing lesson plans, and the students did research and they dug in and they learned the principles, and then they built something in Minecraft to show us what they learned. So that's game-based learning. Then we also do things where we build out an esports club and kids are playing their favorite game like Rocket League, which has absolutely nothing to do with education, except guess what? There's a lot of physics and math and all that kind of thing in the game. But meanwhile, they're in a club and they're putting on a tournament and they're learning business skills and entrepreneurship and doing the tech setups and the marketing and all of these different career skills in that environment of esports. So it's just a really amazing blend of play and learning that hits home to so many students. So if you don't know much about it, you can always find us at nasef.org. And boy, we're just so appreciative of Laura and the team at GPB and the content that you provide. Farmcraft is just one of many, many examples of really high quality programming that is sometimes directly for the families and sometimes for educators to leverage with their students. So this has really been a fantastic partnership. So I know everybody is really excited to get on to the awards. So without further ado, let's move along. So the first challenge was about designing a sustainable farm. So do you want to tell us a little bit about what that meant?
Yeah, so in this challenge, we invited students to investigate sustainable agriculture practices focusing on soil and water conservation techniques. They were asked to research methods such as cover cropping, efficient irrigation, and erosion prevention, and tailor their findings to Georgia's unique climate and environment. And then using that knowledge, we wanted them to construct a farm in Minecraft that reflects Georgia's native conditions, incorporating solutions that are compatible for this area. And, in the teacher and facilitator guide, we had a rubric, which is a grading scale that we looked at. So there were, I think, 6 different categories that we looked at as we were judging these different builds. And we looked at those different areas to show that the build was successful and rated these. And these were the winners that came out.
All right, drum roll, please. And first in the junior category, and Carrie, you want to take us through these?
Yes. Okay. So the junior winners in 3rd place, we have from Powder Springs, Georgia, the Team Boss Babies. All right. And then in 2nd place, from Marietta, Georgia, Team Georgia Green.
Yay.
Yay. Excellent.
All right, here we go. And in 1st place, from Powder Springs as well, Team Bestie Bunch.
Yay.
Okay.
All right. And so for these 1st place winners, we're going to go ahead and show you the video, just a clip of the video. A lot of these are a little bit longer. So we're going to show you a highlight from each video. So we're going to start with Team Bestie Bunch. And this is a snip of what they, let's see. Oops, I got to go over to here. And now. Dun, dun, dun. Technical difficulties. I apologize. There we go. Okay. And now we're going to watch their video. Of course, there's a little bit of background noise from the classroom, but hey, that's authentic, right? So take a look.
This is where we harvest our plants. And in here, there is wheat and southern magnolia. These white things on top of here, these are to water the plants once a month, so that way we can save money and water to prevent runoff and soil erosion.
That's great. That, as I said, we're just going to play a little snip of each. But Carrie, when you put these challenges together, is this what you pictured exactly happening? Or, the kids, they're putting together different kinds of crops, they're looking at watering. I like that they were looking at the financial side of it because that is a reality. And a lot of times, I don't think kids are aware of that.
I think they understood the assignment. These are just
honestly
more creative than they're way more creative than me, just so you know. So
awesome. Excellent. Okay. Well, congratulations to Team Bestie Bunch. It was great to see your video. And your teachers all have heard, or whoever your adult facilitator is, they have heard from Laura, because you have some prizes coming your way. We've got some Amazon gift cards about to hit your inboxes. So please, if you have not responded to Laura yet, make sure that your teachers do that, because that's obviously something that we really want to get out to you as quickly as we can. So also for challenge number 1, we had some senior winners. So Carrie, you want to walk us through those?
Okay, in third place from Columbus, Georgia, the Creeper Team.
Woo!
And then in second place from Blue Ridge, Georgia, the Field Geeks.
Yeah, I love the names. Oh my
Is there a
gosh.
category for best name? Because I love that one.
Right,
That one's
right.
amazing. Okay,
Right.
and then in first place from Blue Ridge, Georgia as well, the Milking It Masters.
Hooray! Yeah, these team names were really creative.
Exactly. All right. So we are going to take a look now at the video from the Milking It Masters.
Here is our example of contour plowing. It is a method of plowing along the contour of a slope rather than straight lines. This reduces soil erosion by slowing down water runoff.
Rainwater harvesting is a process of collecting and storing rainwater for future use. This method captures rainwater from rooftop surfaces or other catchment areas, and it directs it into storage containers like tanks or reservoirs.
All right.
Good job.
Good job. So that was challenge 1. So we're going to move along now to challenge 2. So we will take a look. And Laura, you want to walk us through what was in this challenge?
Absolutely. Okay, so for challenge number 2, students dug into the diverse soil types across Georgia and explored the specific needs of crops commonly grown in the state. We asked students to research factors like pH requirements, nutrient needs, and soil compatibility crops. Then, after they labeled Georgia's agricultural regions and soil types, they were asked to use Minecraft to design a 3D farm that combines these crops. The model included key features for caring for the crops, such as irrigation systems, soil amendments, and crop rotation strategies, showcasing ability to create a thriving, sustainable farm.
Excellent. And of course, this was presented by GPB, by Georgia Public Broadcasting, and we really wanted the students to zero in and figure out what is happening in my backyard or down the street. Because a lot of times, you know, we see import crops or that kind of thing, but boy, I don't know about you guys, I love to go to a farmer's market and get something that came from right down the road. And so making sure that these are sustainable is really important. And so we had all kinds of submissions in this category. And Carrie, for challenge 2, the winners are.
All right.
Oh, I said the applause before you read off their names.
Okay, so for this one, I have the junior winner. Looks like I don't have a second and third place. So in first place, we have from Buena Vista, Georgia, LK Ford.
All right, now the applause.
Good job.
Excellent. Good job, students. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and watch this video now.
Okay.
The watermelon, like to see the crops are, the watermelon crops are over here, and they're from the coastal plains. Their preferred soil type is well drained, fertile, sandy type, and the growth requirements are full sun, warm soil temperature, and ideally around 70 degrees.
I like that too. Warm and 71.
Georgia produces like 20,000 to 40,000 of watermelon seeds. And one of the fun facts about watermelons are ancient Egypt cultivated melons 2,000 years BC.
I love that fact personally.
That's a
The
good
ancient
fact.
Egyptians were growing watermelons in 2000 BC. I mean, I don't know about you guys, it's definitely one of my favorite fruits. So I understand why we've been eating watermelon for so long. Awesome. All right. So that was the junior winner for challenge number 2, and then challenge number 3 in the senior category.
All right. Let's see. From Blue Ridge, Georgia, we have in third place Team Hail Bale.
Woo!
Yay.
Okay. Oh well, this is great. In second place, also from Blue Ridge, Georgia, Team Rootin' Tootin'.
Lots of submissions
Excellent.
from Blue
Yeah,
Ridge.
in
Yeah,
the name
fantastic.
category. And then also from Blue Ridge, Georgia, in first place, the Brilliant Team.
I would love to have been in those conversations where they were deciding what they were going to name the teams, because that sounds like a whole lot of fun. So of course we want to watch a little snip of the video. So here is a snip of the video from Team Brilliant.
Which crops are most compatible with Georgia's various soil types and agricultural region?
Peanuts, peaches, cottons, and raising livestock.
In our crops, we have potatoes and watermelon.
More watermelon.
How do soil pH levels affect the growth of specific crops in Georgia?
Soil pH in Georgia, which tends toward acidity, significantly impacts crop growth by affecting nutrient availability and potentially causing toxicity of certain elements.
What
That's good. All right. So watermelons all around. I will say I do not live in Georgia. I did not realize that a whole lot of watermelon comes from there. So
Well,
that's
I'm from Cordele, Georgia, which is the watermelon capital of the world, or that's what we claim anyway in Cordele.
Wow. Okay, I will come visit.
I'm just amazed by you. I mean, I'm learning things from these videos. They're so good and so well researched.
Right, exactly. And I think that's the thing for people who maybe have been doubters on, does this make sense to do farmcraft? Why would we have kids playing Minecraft and learning about agriculture? And I think you can see there's a whole lot of work that went into this. And Carrie, I know you had not taught with Minecraft before we started this crazy idea of Georgia Farmcraft. Tell us a little bit about your experience and what you saw your students learn through the process.
Okay. Well, I really saw some of my students who were, sometimes can be disengaged. Shocker, I know, but from time to time. And when I introduced this project, they were like, wait, come again? What did you say? Minecraft in class? And I was like, yep, you heard me correctly. So I feel like a lot more, pretty much 100% of them were all on board of playing this game and learning at the same time. But what was really unique was that some of the students who they were, they're probably, I would say they were better at that game, and they had to teach other students on how to actually play, just empower them to give them an opportunity to be leaders when maybe they're a little bit quieter typically. So I got to see them shine, and that was nice. And then it was really cool because and I wasn't familiar with Minecraft. My kids played it, but I didn't really play it with them. It really is a 3D makerspace. So they're constructing something and building something. And a lot of our standards, they talk about, construct a model. And so that's literally what they're doing. They're constructing, they have to do the research, and then they're constructing a 3D model of what they've learned. So it's just a really cool way to make the curriculum come to life, and especially for students who would typically maybe not be as interested in some of the topics. So it's fun.
Excellent. So Matt, we were fortunate to have your expertise when it came to challenge number 3. So before I list out the challenge, Laura, do you want to talk a little bit about the work, or maybe the two of you talk a little bit about the work that your organizations do together?
Yeah, I mean, Matt and GFF, Georgia Forestry Foundation, have truly been GPB's partner in education for going on 6 years now, I believe. And they have just been willing to innovate with us, and we will throw them some crazy ideas, and they're like, sure, we'll do that. So when I came to them with Farmcraft, I don't know, Matt, what was your first impression of gaming and forestry together?
I thought it was so creative. Forestry is really a hands-on, very tactile industry to work with. You're working with your hands, you're outside, you're learning how to build things, how to solve problems. And believe it or not, even though we work with trees, we do have to work as a team. And so I think the concept of pulling together teams to work on these Minecraft challenges was super innovative, and honestly played very well into kind of what I think is important to Georgia forestry and careers in forestry as well.
Yeah, and this is just one project that we've worked on with Matt and his team. We've also done some virtual learning journeys that take students all over the state of Georgia with some interactive content and videos with experts. We have the Faces of Forestry series where you can learn all about for careers in forestry. So I encourage anybody that's interested in participating in Challenge 3 or if you want to know more about the forestry industry in Georgia, which is near and dear to my heart, gpb.org/education. You'll find a lot of our resources there. But Matt, you want to tell them a little bit about what you do and the foundation?
Absolutely. So the Georgia Forestry Foundation is really the organization that thinks about the opportunities and the challenges for Georgia's 22 million acres of working forests across the state. Georgia is about 2/3 forested. So an easy way to remember that is about 2 out of every 3 raindrops that fall in the state will fall on a forest. We depend on forestry for so many things that impact our daily lives, from clean drinking water to clean air, wildlife habitat, and also products that we use every single day. The lumber that goes into our homes, and increasingly innovative products like the cellulose that actually goes in our cell phone screens. And so if you think about forestry, forestry is impacting every part of your life, more than 5,000 different products. And we need, professionals and people to work on those things day in and day out. And there really is a career in forestry for every type of skill set. If you are someone who likes to work with your hands and likes to be outside, there's so many jobs for you, whether you want to be in a piece of equipment and harvesting timber or moving timber across the state, there's a job for you. There's millwright apprenticeships where you get to learn how to make things out of paper, whether that's lumber or very specific chemical products that come from trees. And so, and then on the academic side, if you like studying, insects, or if you like to look at soil, like our last challenge did, there are so many categories of careers that you can stay in and get, a PhD or higher, and we need all of those people to be successful. So we really at the foundation appreciate the opportunity to partner with GPB, and I was really excited to see the submissions in this next challenge.
All right. Well, without further ado.
Yeah, so with the third challenge, we highlighted Georgia's timber industry and the contributions to the economy. Like I mentioned, more than $40 billion of annual economic impact and over 140,000 jobs. Students research working forests, sustainable forestry practices, and a wide range of products that are derived from Georgia's pulp and paper industry, as well as our timber industry. Using Minecraft, they designed a 3D display table or interactive exhibit using various commodities produced from Georgia's wood resources.
So I didn't see any submissions along these lines, but I'm just going to give a personal anecdote here. My husband had to have a root canal last week. And do you know that they are using a wood pulp mixed with other materials when they do a root canal and they fill your tooth. I was amazed. I thought, okay, I had no idea that trees were, he now has part of a teeny part of a tree in one of his teeth. I mean, talk about diversity of applications.
Very natural product there, and,
Yes.
and hopefully one that works.
Yes, exactly. He is with you on that, I will say. Okay, so there's my little anecdote for the timber industry. So the winners are in the junior category, Carrie.
Okay. In third place from Lawrenceville, Georgia, Team 5H, the Bedrock Baddies.
The Bedrock Baddies, I love it.
Hey, I know these people. From Snellville, Georgia, in second place, Team the Evergreens.
Yay!
Woo!
All right, in first place, all the way from Lawrenceville, Georgia, Team 4C, the Tree Growers.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at a part of the video here from the tree growers.
Forests help provide renewable resources by utilizing sustainable management practices, which allow for the continuous use of renewable resources while maintaining good ecosystem health. Sustainable forestry helps balance economic growth and environmental conservation by responsibly managing forests for both use and preservation. This includes protecting wildlife and
I
maintaining
love the incorporation of safety here. It's very cool. It's an important part of our industry. So
sustainable forestry practices like agroforestry are used in Georgia for both economic growth and conservation. This practice involves growing trees and crops or raising livestock together on the same land.
I'm so glad to see a pig and a chicken pop up because we are playing Minecraft after all. Yeah. So Matt, describe a little bit about the safety that you were talking about.
yeah, safety is a very integral part of what we do every day. And it was really cool to see them kind of go to that station where they could pick up different safety items. That, well, I don't think that was necessarily a description or a part of the project, but it's good to see that the students notice that that is an important aspect of forestry, because we are dealing with trees and big, heavy machinery and equipment. So that was great. And then also just to see how creative they were with greenhouses, the greenhouse domes, and kind of the variety of ways that they were using the land was really, really neat. And I think that's one of the attractive things about forestry, is that you get the opportunity to think about land use and how we best utilize the resources that we have.
Exactly. All right. And I was impressed because that was the junior category too. We definitely had some expert Minecrafters in the junior category there. So
also,
then we
that
have
narration was really good. I'm thinking about GPB Radio needs to recruit him for after graduation.
Right, exactly. All right. And then we have senior winners for for challenge 3. Sorry, give me 1 second here. There we go. The senior winners are
Okay, in second place from Powder Springs, Georgia, Team Superior Stanleys.
I love that name.
And in first place from Powder Springs, Georgia, Team the Golden Trio.
Yay! Awesome.
Powder
Okay.
Springs and Blue Ridge really showed up for this competition this year.
Yeah, definitely. That's great. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to watch our final clip, and this is part of challenge 3, and this is from the Golden Trio.
We have the paper room, where it starts off as wood, goes to the next machine, then to the next one, and that ends up as paper. Then we have our storage unit, where we keep all of our products before we ship it out to our customers. Then to the outside, These are our machines. And then we come over to the trucks here that ship out all of our products to the customers. Now for quick Q&A. What are the working forests and how do they contribute to Georgia's economy and environment?
All right, so we'll end with the
Love
machines
it.
and the trucks. I love how they went all the way to getting the product to the customers. Very important aspect of forestry, correct, Matt?
Absolutely, and I have to think that there was someone who was an engineer in this audience because they go all the way from the beginning to the end, just highlighting maybe 3 or 4 different types of products that we use. It was an impressive presentation, a lot of work from the team there, and I think one that the entire forestry sector could be really proud of. So congratulations to the winning team here.
Yeah, awesome. So that is our full list of winners. So again, congratulations to all the
Congrats, everyone.
submitters. Great job. Great job. I'm just going to add this in. The challenge is officially over, but these resources are fantastic. So if you are seeing this and you're thinking this could be a creative way to teach my students, go ahead and implement in the fall, or maybe you're running a program like a summer camp or something. These resources are great. So take advantage of them. They were provided free. So they are there for you to use for sure.
Yeah, and I just like to end and thank everybody who participated. I have been in touch with all of the adult facilitators for your teams to coordinate getting your prizes out to you. You should have a certificate that your teacher or your facilitator has that you can download and print out. And we want pictures of all of our winning teams. We're going to post on our website, gpb.org. I'll send the link out to all the teacher facilitators when we get that post up and live. And we just encourage you to keep learning and keep playing Minecraft and doing cool things and building things and learning about processes and all that good stuff. Carrie, any last words from you on this season?
I think those projects they nailed it, and so they definitely hit the rubric, and I was really impressed with all the ones that I saw. I have a student who left their phone in my room, so if you hear that I'm like, wow, their alarm is going. But anyway,
it happens.
That was just a lot of fun to create, though, and just being from Georgia myself, and I'm more metro suburban area, so it's always kind of fun to see what's happening around the state, and so hopefully students in all different parts of Georgia were able to learn something new and enjoy learning in the process. Trick them into learning. That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Learning without knowing it.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that's it for us today. And just thank you, all of our teachers and facilitators and students, over 3,000 of you who took the time to try out Farmcraft this year. We're hoping to have it back up and running next year in January. So be on the lookout, gpb.org/farmcraft, and we will post everything there. And like Claire said, all the lesson plans are there if anybody wants to take advantage of them over the summer. And it's great for after school and summer programs. So that's it from us. Thanks so much for joining us. Until next time. Bye, everyone.
Thanks,
See you
everyone.
all. Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.